Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Proving Grounds Pod, your one-stop shop for all things Proving Grounds. My name is Smax, and I'm joined by my constant co-host, Cubby. And today we have a very special guest with us on episode 24. We've got Arrow, the current AD carry for Wildcard Red, and the defending Challengers Uprising champions. You guys just won that tournament this week, a couple of days ago. Arrow, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Thanks for inviting me here. Yeah, I won cup and we are off day right now. Feels good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that it sure feels like you guys deserve the day off after winning an entire tournament. And I think it's a good place to start as this is your, first tournament now in the Proving Ground circuit. And I'm kind of interested being such a storied player on so much history. How does it feel to be competing in NA once again?
Oh, I mean, I'm glad that I had the opportunity to compete again because it's a very complicated story. Like I have been through for like it was 2 years. I had a break time, but it wasn't that it wasn't like I wanted to have a break, but it's just situationally I should kind of have. And then, yeah, I mean, I talked that story in Invent article, so maybe you can find that out. And then, yeah, I mean, I just glad to I can compete again.
Yeah, I mean, we're really glad to have you back as well. We're big fans of Wildcard as the org as well. They had a pretty good showing last split, and when we heard the roster was being put together and you were on it, we were absolutely ecstatic to have a player like you on here. And we got to know that you were brought on as a two-way player coach. Can you tell us a little bit about what that means for you on the team?
Oh, well, I mean, just like first of all, I'm the player, but I'm just taking some feedbacks after we play Scream. So like I don't. I mean, I can try to pick and ban as well, but I think I'm strong. My strength is in on feedback. Just I can find a easy solution. Like what was the wrong here? That's pretty much it, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know it's something that like I talked with Bradley before your guys' game on Tuesday, and I asked him about what it was like going from a collegiate team to being on a team with you and an amateur and a very talented team, and he's like the first thing's feedback. He's like the feedback that we get is so much better here compared to like what we got in college, and he's like I feel like I can really improve between that and better practice. So good to see that. I know like your teammates are speaking really highly of you and everyone else on Wildcard staff as well. So yeah,
And that's good to hear that.
yeah.
Have you enjoyed playing with the rookie mid laner and support as well? I mean, Daption played last split too in Proving Grounds, but he and Bradley are still relatively new to the space. Has it been fun playing with them?
Oh yeah, I definitely. I mean, they're pretty like mechanically they're pretty well, and I'm not. I don't hate feedback. I kind of enjoying it, and I kind of wanna help someone. Like if somebody is playing kind of eh, like Pepega, kind of playing. Why is he doing? It's just I can make him smart. Just I can make them smart. Just when you grow up, if you don't know something and parents are not like bad at talking to you, oh, you just didn't know and you just learn like this way. So I feel like that way. I'm trying to teach and I'm trying to make someone play smart if they don't know. If they knew it and they still make the mistake, then yeah, sometimes it's a what is it called? A carrot and
The carrot and the stick, right? Like they keep on like chasing
yeah,
after it. Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
that's it. Like when you're a baby, yeah, sure you get carrot, but when you grow up, there is a stick.
That's a really interesting way to like look at it, and especially like I guess, when playing with a player like Daption or Bradley, you've only played competitive now for 2 years, and you are going on. I mean, you've been playing since 2013, right? Like all the way back then with KT. Like that's a good way to help your team grow. Also, I'm kind of curious, like kind of being in this position, like, do you feel like you are still learning things by, not only in your game, but also like having the ability to also help others, like learn quicker? Like, is that a way that like helps you improve as well?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, because I think it definitely helps like watching big picture. Because if I just too much focus on my play and then I'm not watching the other's perspective, like why did you do it mid laner or like why did you jungle? Or for me, I did it this way because my perspective is this way. Like I can understand if we talk if we try to understand the every way, like why they played it, and oh, all right, I got it, and then we understand it that way, like trying to not, I'm not trying to just you do this, like order. I'm trying to just teach if we do this way, we get this one, like trying to a smooth way and make them understand. Because if you do not understand, it's just like you are memorizing formula.
Right.
Yeah, so it's not like you're understanding formula. It's just A plus B equals C, and you don't know A dash plus something. It just. I mean,
Yeah,
I definitely think feedback is helping improving myself as well.
that's awesome. It sounds like you're really getting into the rather than like what to do, like how you figure out what to do is more
Yeah,
where you're
yeah.
hitting at. That's really good. That's really good. Have you had to help out your former teammate in Dokla from the Optic days with all that stuff as well?
Oh, I mean, I really didn't need the help the Douglas out when we had the feedback, but he got some good. I feel like when we do feedback, Doka also like have a good point. Is it with his top point of view, and sometimes 80 point of view is important, or sometimes top point of view is also important. So those are really helpful, especially like comparing when Doka started with me, and now I look at his game and his game knowledge. He's already grown up so much.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No more. Unfortunately, no more York days. We miss those, right?
Yeah, no more Yorick.
Yeah. We're still hoping it comes back one of these days, but that's definitely like been a kind of a fun storyline for us to track in the fact that you and Dokla have history with Optic, and then Dokla and Winston also on your roster have history with TSM Academy and Solafide. And it's a lot of like pre-built synergy that you have. I'm kind of curious, like when it came to playing with Dokla again, like was it just kind of picking up where you guys left off, or did it take a couple games like kind of get back in the groove?
Oh, you mean did we play with the Dokla? Trying to try him out, or
No, yeah, like when you guys because you guys obviously played on Optic together, right? Like way back in the day, and then also like you guys are now playing here. Like, is it fun kind of being reunited with like an old teammate? Like, do you guys feel like you're picking up where you left off?
oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Like I was really happy we had like I'm playing with the Dokla again, and yeah, it was just because it's you already played with him, his play style, and he's also like easy to work with. Just we can sometimes like if we feedback each other, we don't. I mean, even if we feedback each other, we don't get hurt. Just
yeah.
yeah, I know you are not meaning like the bad way. You just want to feedback and you want me to help me. So we just help each other. I like it.
That's great. How has it been with the coaching staff of Wildcard as well? We've talked to ADFX on this show before, and he's one of our friends. We respect his opinion a lot. How has it been working with him?
Oh, it's it's going great right now. Like we are. Uh, I think our strength is like we track well about enemy teams when what are they gonna pick, and it's just pick and ban going good. And sometimes if a pick and ban is like going mess, we do talk a lot. It's like Winston. First of all, Winston is very participating about pick and ban, and then ADFX also like he's doing pick and bans all the time, and goes Winston starts and ADFX adapt, like make a organize pick and ban, and then me and Dokla or other people watch those pick and ban and oh no, maybe this one is mistake. Like you don't want to pick here or you don't want to high show here. Those are things. So I think we are pretty good as a team, as a coach, working well with the pick and ban.
It sounds like you guys have a really nice formula to that and a good just order of business to have with the pick and ban. That's really cool. It's interesting that you say that Winston has a big part in that as well. He didn't mention that when he was on here. I guess we weren't asking the right questions. But
He is doing work hard for pick and ban. Yeah, he is.
that's awesome.
Yep.
Speaking of pick ban, I am curious about one thing in that specifically because you guys are one of the only teams on that entire patch around the world who has been playing your Aphelios and been drafting really highly for that. Do you think that is more just because you are so good at Aphelios, or do you think that other teams around the world are missing out on this pick?
Oh, I mean, I've been watching LP. I mean, I watched the LP one time, and there was a failures. So I'm gonna say I'm not the only one in the world,
Right.
but there was that's what I felt when I was in Korea solo queue. Like Aphelios is strong. It is strong, and people just don't know like how to play correctly, or it's just so easy to mess up. Your weapon order is so important, and it is complicated. But think about the other way is like Kai'Sa Tristana, those meta champion require like you need to be fed. If you play against Aphelios or Jinx, such a long range scaling champion, you need to be ahead. So it's just basically if you play correct as a scale champion against the Kai'Sa Tristana, you're gonna outscale enemy and you're gonna be better champ. That that's the one reason for me, and I think I play Aphelios well, and I also think they play against Aphelios bad. Enemy teams always don't know how the weapon works. Like I'm not disrespectful or anything. It's just I'm just saying the fact. Well, what I felt about my Aphelios, yeah, sure, I'm playing good, I'm playing fine, but enemy plays, they don't know guns. It's just like that.
So
I mean, I definitely don't know guns. I have a really tough time tracking that champion, even with the spectator view, so I can understand that.
So you kind of mentioned that this is something that you felt like you were playing really well in Korean solo queue, and I know that one of the big things that we've been talking about over here in NA is our solo queue and what that environment is like. You are probably the most qualified person that we've talked to when it comes to kind of comparing both those solo queues, especially considering that you were playing in Korean solo queue, earlier in the year, right? For you, like, what is the biggest difference that you feel from playing in solo queue over in Korea compared to playing solo queue here?
Oh, I mean, first the feeling is a ping, and the second feeling is the population of the high solo queue player. There's not that much player in NA. I feel like you play against the number showing like you have a 300 in the challenger, but it doesn't feel like it's a 300. And it's just like maybe 150, and the other accounts are somebody's Smurf account or some boost account, things like that. And I feel like it's gonna be the root reason is I think it's because of ping. Because if you have a high ping, and you don't want to play it, so you don't want to play it, then it goes a low population. It's just my opinion because your US world is so large, and they can't put server anywhere. Like they just put server one place, and then yeah, somebody play at 10 ping, 20 ping. The other players are playing like 100 or 60 or 80. It's not fair, right? They don't want to play it. And also, I don't know. When I was in Korea solo queue, so there, for example, there is a like one trick player. For example, there is a Zed player, which is Z99. He's a really good challenger high elo streamer. But when I played in solo queue, I never saw someone is typing like, "Yo, enemy has a Zed." You know what I mean? Like in the
Yeah.
lobby, I never saw someone say, "Yo, they have a Z99 ban Zed." I think that mindset is pretty weird because if they have a Z99 and you play against the Z99 and you win against that shit, oh, sorry for S word.
Oh,
You know,
you can
against
say that as much as you want on here, Earlier.
you,
You're all
you know
good. Yeah.
you win against that player, then isn't it like doesn't it make feel better for you? Like as a winner mindset. Oh, I won
Yeah.
against the Z1 tree, giving them Z, and
Yeah.
yeah, I play against a good like high popular streamer and I won it. But I feel like NA lobby solo queue is more like yo they have a Shaco player, ban Shaco, or they have a Nunu player, ban Nunu. It's just I mean yeah we wanna get some LP, I understand, but I don't wanna ban those champions because they have those players, like let them play their champion. I think that's better.
If people banned Draven against you in solo queue.
No, I don't think that they're banning Raven. So lucky for me, yeah.
If anything, they should be banning more Aphelios against you, from what we saw.
Yeah, I guess so.
Tuesday,
Perhaps.
No, that's actually like really interesting. Like I haven't thought of that because even like when I, sit in lobbies with players and to like watch their perspective or like do coaching or stuff like that, it's very common. It's like, hey, like enemy team has XYZ, like ban out this champion, right? Like we don't want to face that. And it's funny how in Korea, like, you leave it up, and if you lose, you lose. Maybe you learn something against it because that Zed player is the best Zed player on the server and probably in the world.
Yeah.
And then if you win, great, you beat him. Like that's really cool. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because everyone just kind of talks about the ping issue. That's an interesting thing that you noticed, though. I haven't heard about that one before. So yeah.
I mean, ping definitely, yeah, it has a problem, and because of a ping, people don't want to play a League of Legends. I feel like you have a 100 ping. Why do you want to play a League of Legends? You
Yeah.
can just 10 ping Valorant or something like that. So
Yeah.
definitely, yeah, ping is a problem. But I do think those I don't know. I guess it's culture or mindset, but I do against it. I don't like it.
Yeah. Even like right now, Viper and Anda on your old team, like Immortals, they're playing on the Academy stream right now, and I know that they're still in Canada, so they're playing at like 80, 100 ping, and that's no fun for a competitive game. But the funny
Yep.
thing is that Viper last week he messed up 2 Lee Sin combos because he's on 100 ping, and then he made like a game-winning kick, so he still won the game.
You
for his
managed
team.
to do it.
Yeah, it was really
It's
funny.
fun.
The whole chat was like, "Oh my god, 80 ping Lee Sin hack," or like whatever.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, they were going off.
Oh man, yeah. Viper and Anda have been very fun to watch. Have you been keeping up with the Academy scene at all?
I was watching some games, but I don't watch like every. Just
Yeah, that makes sense.
watching some games when I have a time, but most likely we have a screams the moment. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they've got them on 2 different streams now for this split, so it's definitely understandable if you miss a few. Have there been any big standout players for you as far as like your role in the bot lane that you've seen on that so far?
Not that I remember. I don't think so. I saw like C9 Academy, Sven played it, and he seems like he played well. So maybe Sven?
Yeah, I mean that's definitely the easy answer. Sven has looked very, very good. They've dropped a couple of games, but I think that's just because there are a lot more of them now, which has been really fun to watch.
Yeah.
But
Also, they're hot take, but I think that TLA, C9A, and 100A are better than the bottom 3 LCS teams. So anyway, there's some good players on there. Luger is another AD carry. He was an MVP of the TCL.
Oh.
Yeah, Luger's pretty good.
Oh yeah. Now I remember Luger. Yeah, the 100 Steve say the carry, right? Is
Yep.
it? Yeah. He's good.
Yeah, Luger's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hey, now you get to face them at the end of the year, right? Because you guys already qualified for Proving Grounds. And so you will be going up against those academy teams. Yeah, that's pretty
Nice.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely exciting for all the amateur teams. I'm kind of curious though, like with your time in Wildcard, I know that at the start of the year you went through the organization put together a massive combine to try and scout players. Were you like affiliated with that combine at all? Or, like, did you help like whether you were playing or like scouting talent in that when Wildcard was doing that?
Oh, I think I played it, the combine. Yeah. I
Mhm.
went here May 3rd, and then I think I started May 5th or 6th.
Okay. I think that's when that's when the combine was going on. I'm curious, like going through that. Do you like, and also just like being a part of the Korean community as well? There's a big discussion going around talent development over in Korea and then over here in North America. I'm kind of curious, like with your time in Korea, what have you seen those organizations and like what do they do and like what kind of resources do they put into developing new and up and coming talent from what you've seen?
Oh, I didn't have it when I was in Korea. So when I
Okay.
was in Korea, there was no academy, like LCS Academy, right? So there is no
Yeah.
Challengers League, which right now they have a Challengers League.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I left Korea like 2K16.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, because I've been watching one of the English casters for the LCK Chronicler. He's co-streaming the Challenger League games, and it's kind of fun to watch. There's some good young players over there, and I was curious because like talking with some of the people more ingrained in the scene here, like LS speaks very highly of like the talent development they have over in Korea and China, how it's like really different from here. Because obviously developing talent here is something that North America hasn't ever really done. And now we're trying to kind of catch up. So I was curious if you had any insight for that. But yeah, it's been fun to watch them put more resources into something like a Challengers League. And now fun to watch NA put more resources into Proving Grounds. So yeah, it's great.
Speaking of you being in Korea, for this past year or so, for your time off, you mentioned that it wasn't your first decision to take that time off, but you felt like you needed to, or it was good to do. What what drove you to come back to playing competitive in North America, and specifically, what drove you to join Wildcard?
Oh, well, it it has everything in event article, but it just simply I got an opportunity to have a green card in before joining Wildcard, and I was trying to find any team interested in me with the green card, and I couldn't find or like LCS and Academy, and I found that there is a Proving Grounds, but I saw one Proving Grounds team, no OG, when it was a spring split, and
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't looking like amateur team, right? It's just what Piper and the big like Fire,
Mm-hmm.
those players are there, and I was looking on what is this league, and they said something qualifying Proving Grounds, playing against our academy teams that. So now I found the opportunity. All right, maybe I'm gonna look for the tournament. And yeah, I found the wild card and I asked them. They happily answered to me.
Yeah. And I know that in that article, you talked a lot about, you feel like you have to win Proving Grounds to really prove yourself, right? And
Yeah.
prove that, like you're back and you are still like an amazing player. So winning Challengers Uprising, what does that mean to you as like that first step for qualifying for Proving Grounds and now guaranteeing that you have a chance to win that at the end of the year?
I mean, winning the Challenger Rising, yeah, this cup it is important, of course, but I think our goal wasn't the Challenger Rising. Our goal is Proving Grounds, right? So
Mhm.
it just well, I don't think it's better than warm up, but it's not like, your real game.
Yeah.
When you work out, you warm up without, I don't know, the dumbbell, no weight, and you're
Yeah.
just warming up, right?
Yeah.
It's higher than that. It's heavier than that, but it's not like a 200 pounds, like not that one. So yeah, so it's just maybe for 20 pounds, just warm up.
All right.
You want,
It's
yeah,
good
we
to
wanna
know
feel
Zeus.
feel the vibe, and like how was the tournament feel like just bring back the memories, your brain turn
Yeah,
on.
I like this,
Yeah.
the scale you're going off of, right? Like
Yeah.
the weightlifting comparison. If we'll just have to keep on throwing more weight on you as things get harder. Like you start getting
Mhm.
the proving grounds,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How heavy was Zeus gaming in the finals?
No, the final games was just a little heavy. Just a little bit.
Just a little heavy.
Yeah, just a
All
little
right.
bit.
Yeah, they got a game. They
Yeah.
got some good players on there.
Yeah, Zoo
Um,
Gamers was that team was a pretty good team, so
yeah. We were not in agreement on who we thought was going to win that series. So it was really cool. Like the entire broadcast was flip-flopped and everything. So
We were pretty
we
split.
were we were really happy with that finals. Congratulations, by the way. I don't know if we said that yet, but
We started off the
congratulations on winning
podcast
that
with that.
tournament.
yeah.
Yeah, we did
Oh
the
yeah.
claps. Come on, Smacks.
Oh, that's true. That's
We
true.
always do our job with that.
Are you guys going to be playing in the other tier 2 tournaments? Do you guys know?
I think so. Is it Ryzen? Oh, the
Yes,
Ryzen?
Risen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we are gonna play that.
Okay.
Awesome.
Good. Yeah, we wanna see you guys playing those because obviously you've proven that you are the team to beat right now. So we want to see if anyone can try and topple you. Obviously Zeus Gaming was a team that's pretty good. I know that Evil Genius's Prodigies also took you guys to 5. Have there been any teams that like? Do you feel like the teams that you're going up against in Proving Grounds are like good practice for you, or like you're getting better through that, or have you felt like that you guys are pretty like head and shoulders above the rest of the competition at the moment?
You mean, do I think my team is way better than other teams?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think it that way. I mean, I think
Mhm.
our team is better, but sometimes, we play brain dead. Sometimes we do make a mistake. So yeah, it's just now we have been through like all possibility. How do we turn off the brain, or how do we messing up our hands? Like EGP 5 games, right? We went to 5 games. We're shaking our hands, and what was it? What was our final? Juice Gaming, like 1-3. So it's pretty good practice. I don't think our team is way better than other team. It's just yeah, we're a better team, but we just gotta we need a consistency. Like we can't be that confident with sometime doing mistake. If we wanna say we are way better than enemy, we should be having 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0 every single team. So
Yeah.
Have there been any players that you have played against in the games or in the scrims or anything that you have felt like are going to be pushing for the same goals as you guys are in the proving grounds and like they're very very good?
oh, I don't think so. I don't think we played it that much of like a lot of teams scream yet. I'm not really sure because I can't remember everything, but I didn't feel that way.
That makes sense. Yeah, well, I mean, there are going to be a lot more teams as you keep going and everything. Um, and then once you get into the proving ground space as well, you'll be playing against all of the academy teams and everything. So you got the Luger, maybe Sven. I don't know if they're going to keep him in academy at that point. We'll see though. Uh, but yeah, I mean that's good to know. I love the confidence for your team and everything. Do you feel like your team is like the best in every role as well, or are you still pushing them to become that by the end?
Oh, our team is best role. I think our team is yeah, best playing best roles everyone, but it's just a team game. And then yeah, people are not they are not perfect. We are imperfection. Perfection is that correct word?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, we do make a mistake. The thing of good team game is even if you make a mistake, is your teammates can like be ready to cover your shit. You know, you're pooping and
Yeah.
can they cover you? Yeah, that's the team game.
Yeah, for sure. So I am curious about what you feel like your strength is like as a player compared to where you have been in the past. And I'm curious if you were to go to an LCS team like at the start of next year or something, do you think that you would be able to compete at the very top of the table in that league right now?
Mm, I mean that's my goal for right now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean I need to say confidence for my fans, but that's my goal. And then I think I can do it. Depends on like how much can I effort, like, how much put. You know what I'm saying, right? I think
Yeah.
depends on me. I think if I play well, I think I can be a SS and I can be a top player in SS. But I just yeah, it's not gonna be easy. I don't think that there is any easy job in the world. So yep.
That's no, I mean that's the right mentality to have, and of course, like with you and your career, I mean you've done some incredible things in your career. I mean you are an LCK champion and an LCS MVP. That is, I don't know if there's anyone else that can say that besides Core JJ in the LCS or like in the history of the league, and that's pretty good company between the two of you. Um, I know that also there's another player, Gamsu, who is somewhat on a similar path to you, except with a different game. Him being an Overwatch League champion and now kind of returning to League and getting there through Proving Grounds. And Core JJ actually had some really kind words for Gamsu when he was coming back because they were former teammates. I'm kind of curious, like, do you have any relationship with Gamsu, Core JJ, or any other players from Korea that are trying to play through Proving Grounds or through the NA leagues right now that you've been kind of close with or kept in touch with?
Oh, I mean I'm friends with the someday and like I just if you are on Korea, if you're Korean and you see the Korean, you know, you just say hello. But
Yeah.
I actually didn't meet that much, that often with Core JJ.
Mm-hmm.
So we are not really friends, but we're just yeah, I think we are still friends. And then
Yeah.
yeah, one day I hope we hang out. And yeah, also Kamsu, I knew him. He was when he was in Korea or when he was in like playing solo queue the back in the day, and I heard his name and just maybe say hello a few times, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just the same thing. Like I didn't actually meet him, not hanging out,
Yeah.
not a really friends, but still friends.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's nice to have people that are at least going through very similar life experiences, right? I mean, from Korea coming to NA and trying to go pro or be as successful in league as possible, right? So it's
Yeah.
always a lot of common ground to have. So you mentioned meeting players in solo queue. I did want to ask you one question. Your solo queue ID right now is Happy B Player, which is
Oh
kind of a
yeah.
fun one considering all the B emojis. You got like any fun reason behind that, or you just kind of think it's just a fun account name to have?
Uh, there is no reason. I just love to use a happy bee emote,
That's
and
the best one.
yeah, that's the best one. And it's just like I love the user emotes when I play the game, especially like when you do lane phase or team fight, you
Yeah.
hit enemy and you happy bee. And I got cannons, yes. I'm happy B. You lose a cannon chest, I'm happy B. Or like, you can just use a variety way, like you lost the chest, and I'm just using mad B for your expression. It just yeah, I like to use emoji.
I think they're a fun addition to the game. Now, what you have to do now is like you got to make a second account, then make it like dabbing Pengu player, or like have like all the
Yeah,
Pengu
yeah,
emotes. That's the second account then, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been enjoying streaming your solo queue games in NA? I've noticed that you've been online for quite a bit. I've caught a few of your streams on
Oh,
Twitch.
I loved it. I enjoyed to streaming and a solo queue. I mean, sometimes it's just frustrated, but uh, I just it's fine. It's okay. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It is what it is. Whatever.
It's solo queue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a nice way to look at it. Yeah. That's something where like it's always fun to like see the players like kind of like go into solo queue and play. Like now like I know some of them because like they play it like so loose and like it's like, oh, like we'll just like flip this, it's fine. Whereas like like in like tournaments like playing like, oh, like I don't know, like we should like take in the fight. It's like so much more caution. And solo queue is like, nope, go for it, like see what happens and see if like you can outplay. Which is kind of a very different mentality from what we see on the stage games. But hey, good to improve as well.
Uh, have you played against any of your former teammates in solo queue as you have been streaming or anything like that?
Oh yeah. Wait. Yeah, I think so. I have. It's a several times it happens, like Daption or Winston. I think that I met everyone. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh,
And
okay. What?
one day it was like I won against the Dokla, and he's asking, yo, is that bottom lane how the matchup goes, man? Like, what is going on our bot? Because I just killed them over and over and over, and he was asking the day after that in the scrim before we start the scrim. Yo, Arrow, what? By the way, is that matchup how it goes? Like, college something versus matchup. Yeah, it was fun.
I noticed that on your stream you have a like a tier list that you made in a Google Doc. Is
Oh yeah.
that I've looked through those before. Are those for solo queue or are those like how you feel about the champions in your Proving Grounds games?
Oh, it's a solo queue plus just generally like solo queue plus scream. Yeah, tournament things.
That makes sense. I was one of our casting friends. His name is Alk Battery. I sent that to him, and I was like, "You better take some notes because he's stuck in platinum. So you gotta he's gotta climb up." I was sending him because he's an AD carry main as well. Like you gotta check this out. See if you can change your champion pool a little bit because I think Arrow knows better than you. If he's listening right now, you deserve that. I think Alk Battery. All right.
I mean, tier list is important, but you know, just to play better than enemy.
Yeah,
Five
true.
ahead. Yeah,
My go-to
just
is
win.
Samira.
just to win. 5 ahead.
Yeah, just win.
Have you enjoyed interacting with Myra on Wildcard? I know she's quite the character.
Oh, I didn't have any interaction with her except business. Something when she needed some informations.
That makes sense. She she's always posting the funniest stuff on Twitter. So I was curious if you'd talk to her that much. Like she always there's some like McDonald's meme with her that I don't know what exactly it is, but Rafa went to McDonald's and like ordered the Myra special and he got some chicken nuggets or anything, which was pretty amazing. Because you guys won, of course, you had to go and celebrate. Have you had McDonald's since you've been back here?
I guess this is McDonald's cookie, but I didn't eat burgers. McDonald's burgers is
It's
you wanna-
So the cookies are top tier, is what you're saying.
Yeah, cookies. I like it.
Okay, then what would be like top tier burgers since McDonald's burger's bad?
Burgers.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't eat McDonald's burgers, so I don't know yet. But I heard McDonald's burgers is in
Okay.
US or like somewhere
Okay.
other than Korea. Korea McDonald's is
Okay. So then
it's good.
now that you're back here in NA, what's like the food that like what was like the first place like you went to that like you missed the most?
I went to In-N-Out first.
In
I
and
missed the I missed the you just drop the LAX and you drive away and there's a In-N-Out everywhere. Like where you
Yeah.
go, just go in and out, drive through. Hey, can I get a double with the grilled onions? Thank you. Like
You got the order just like down like that.
yeah, just
Yeah.
double grilled onions and milkshake and fries. Thank you.
I like your taste. That's good right there. And
Yeah.
I'm the same way, but mine's Taco Bell. Taco Bell, it's 2 cheese gordita crunches and a Crunchwrap Supreme. I like even know the price. It's the go-to. Yeah.
Wait, people don't like Taco Bell though. I was asking to my viewers and they say, nah, but Taco Bell is a beep.
Yeah,
Taco
no,
Bell's beep.
it's bad. Like it used to be like bad, and like that was the meme. But like then they introduced the cheesy gordita crunch, and that's a game changer. Let me tell you, because it's like
Oh.
it's a soft shell, like, and then it's cheese melted, and then a hard shell. So like it's both like, and then like it's like a nice taco. Like they have sour cream mixed with taco seasoning too. It's really good. As you can tell, I'm very passionate about the cheese gordita crunch. It's big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
But-
is.
It's big time. But In-N-Out is. I lived in San Fran for a few months, and they had In-N-Out there, and it's really good. I'm a fan of Five Guys. I must say, I love Five Guys for my burger. They got some Five Guys out there.
That one I have had. I have not had the Taco Bell Gordita Crunch. Is that what you said?
The cheesy gordita crunch.
I haven't had
Please
that.
pay respects. Yeah,
Okay. I'm sorry, Cub.
yeah. You gotta
I
pay
did not
the
know.
respect to the taco man.
Yeah, I've never been out west either, so I haven't had In-N-Out. The closest thing we have to that, to my knowledge, is Shake Shack over here, and Shake Shack's
Oh.
pretty good.
Shake Shack is good, but it's
Yeah.
very expensive. But it's good.
It's
Yeah, that's-
expensive burger.
That's like
It's
it's like a vacation.
It's like
food for
20
me.
bucks for like a burger and a shake. Like,
But Shake Shack fries with the cheese, so cheese was
oh yeah.
that's good.
Oh
That's
yeah. Arrow, I like your taste in food. You are on the right
yeah.
Yeah. You're on the right track.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like Arrow. Then you just have to try his cheesy gordita crunch, and then
If
you
it's-
can figure
if
out
it's
if you like
bad-
Cubby's taste as well.
I've been pitching it to like everyone, and I'm like kind of scared it's like gonna come back to bite me. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I didn't like it," but so far it's been undefeated. So
Yeah, what is in it? Cheese.
Well, like the huge part's the shell, right? Because it's the soft
Okay.
shell, the cheese melt in the middle, then the hard shell, and then it's like cheese, lettuce, meat, and then the sour cream with like the taco seasoning mixed in. It's good. It's go to.
Mhm.
But yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
fast food. Enough about fast food. But yeah, we do. There was like a running meme in amateur that happened last split, where an owner who was paying players more, told Wildcard to like go enjoy the victory meal at McDonald's. And it kind of became like a big meme because like the go work at McDonald's joke. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's where Dokla and Winston
ran
were.
with it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
So,
Yeah.
Go.
Do Dokla and Winston ever get into scuffles with the wildcard people because they were on Sola Fide?
What is a scuffle?
Oh, just like arguments or anything like that.
Oh. Like each other? Dokula and Winston?
No, the two of them and the wild card like management.
there was a lot of like banter, like like some trash talk last split between Dokla and Winston's team, and then like Wildcard. So Smacks is like trying to like make a
Oh.
joke if like they like they still like keep the banner.
Oh
you
no,
know?
no, I don't.
No. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
There was like we had some good banter last year in Proving Grounds. Like a lot of players decided, it'd be fun to talk some smack, and they were not able to back it up, but it was fun. It was at least fun. Okay, Arrow. I know we've had a lot of fun. We've been talking about fast food. We've been talking about your career. The one thing that I'm really interested in and that I wanted to ask you is because we did reference the fact that you were an LCK champion, you won an LCS MVP. But if you were able to make it back into the LCS as a marksman, where would you feel like that would rank on your list of accomplishments as a player? If you were able to return to the LCS.
Right now?
Like any right now or any time in the future. Like where would that rank on your list of accomplishments that you've been able to do so far in your career?
Wait,
Like what would it mean to you to like make it back into like the big league?
wait, I didn't understand the questions.
Yeah, so what I'm like referencing is the fact that like you've won the LCK, right? You've been an LCS MVP, and now you've been, you were spending time to try and make it back into the LCS as a player, right? What
Yeah.
would that mean to you to make it back into the LCS as a player? If you were like able to like get back into the league and play into the LCS.
Right. I played the SK1, LCS, MVP. What does that mean if I go to the back to LCS?
Yeah, like is that like what does it mean to you, right? If like you're like able to like get back, right?
It's just I mean I have just like my it's just a one dream. Like I wanna go Worlds with the being in LCS one time, and that's all. Like I don't need. I wanna win LCS one time. I wanna go Worlds. That's why I am keeping my career. And if I cannot, yeah, sure. One day maybe I'm gonna be coach, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say like I am better than any of our CSA carries because obviously that's a cocky movement, and I know I'm not better than some of them player, but
Mhm.
I can be better than. Like in the future, maybe I can be better.
Yeah.
And I can be top of their CS, but I need to prove or just keep playing it.
That's a great attitude and mentality to have, right? To keep on working to do that. And man, it's been really fun talking with you. And I like congrats on winning Cup and qualifying for Proving Grounds. And really excited to see you continue to play and improve with your team and as a player. And hope you're able to get back to the LCS and accomplish that. And I'm sure a lot of NA fans would also appreciate that too, because we've been struggling at some international events. If you make it back, you might be able to help out a little bit.
Let's go see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Arrow, for being on the show. Is there anyone you'd like to shout out or anything you would like to promote of yours as we close out this episode?
No, I just thank you for everyone supporting me and fans, and yeah, it just there's nothing to say much here for right now. Yeah, just a randomly thought.
Well, we've got your Twitter on the screen, and then also I will link your Twitch stream where people can go follow you as well.
Oh yeah, sure. Thank you
as-
so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as Arrow does a lot of streaming, and it's some high-level solo queue, let me tell you. It's way better than what I can put up, so yeah. Anyway, Arrow, it's been awesome talking to you, man. Thanks for joining us. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah.
Sorry
you.
for bad English. I couldn't understand some of the questions.
Oh,
No.
no,
was-
it was
no,
completely
your-
fine.
Yeah, your English is fantastic, honestly.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Arrow. And thank you so much for everyone who's listened to this far, for supporting the channel and supporting Arrow as well. You can follow Arrow. His Twitter is on the screen. And you can follow us on Twitter at pgroundspod. You can also check us out on all of our audio platforms where we're going to be posting this show and all of the other ones. We've got Twitch, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Anchor, and Google. Check you out, or you can check us out there, and we will see you with another episode of the Proving Grounds Pod next week, Thursday, same time. See you all then. Have a good night.